All right, welcome back. President Trump flipped his stance and threatened reciprocal tariffs on Canadian lumber. And now we're learning those tariffs will start on April 2nd. This was confirmed by Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick during his appearance on NBC's Meet the Press. The president has been critical of Canadian tariffs on U.S. lumber for weeks. And in an executive order signed on Saturday, he said America has, quote, an abundance of timber resources, end quote. But industry experts say it's not that simple. Marybel Gonzales joining me now from Los Angeles, where tariffs could hamper rebuilding efforts after those wildfires. Marybel.
Yeah, Fredricka, and as you can see, we will need a lot of that. Now, right now, we are deep into the cleanup phase. So many areas like here in Altadena look like this, right? Homes burnt to the ground, debris scattered everywhere. The good news is that cleanup is underway. We saw crews at different properties helping with that process, including the Army Corps of Engineers. However, we know that in this rebuilding and the scale of this rebuilding will require a lot of lumber. So homeowners like the one we spoke to at this property say they're worried about the possible increase in their rebuilding and how this may complicate those efforts. We also reached out to several contractors in the area who echoed those same sentiments, some of them saying they're already seeing a hike in prices of construction materials overall. Now, as you mentioned, President Donald Trump says we have enough lumber here to be able to not rely on that Canadian lumber. And he's right. We do have about 300 billion trees. However, economists say it's simply not that straightforward, especially given that 30% of the soft lumber what the U.S. uses is sourced from Canada. Let's take a listen.
There's a lot of forests. There's a lot of forests that can turn into lumber. That is true. But to convert the forest into lumber is a process. You can't just give a tree to a homemaker, a home builder, and say, hey, you figure it out, or you have this forest, go and bring the wood. The problem is that that has to become into part of the supply chain, a consistent part of the supply chain. And that is the problem. It's like sawmills are not created, just like tomorrow we might have 100 more sawmills. It takes time.
Now, the volatility in these tariff announcements is also a concern. Economists say that's because investors may be dissuading from pursuing infrastructure such as those sawmills, those lumber mills, because they don't know if these tariffs will be permanent, and if they go away, their investments may not pay off. Fredricka?
And Marybel, when does the president say this could go into effect?
Yeah, so we heard last week about the possibility of these new tariffs just a day after he offered a 1-month reprieve on other goods from Mexico and Canada. Last week, he said these could go into effect as soon as Friday. However, that did not happen, so we're waiting to see what he decides next.
All right, Marybel Gonzales, thanks so much.